This Cuphead trick uses the inside multiplex throw. Looks like this. And the trick we're going to learn is this one here. It's a few easy steps and then it just repeats on either side. And the inside multiplex throw starts with a grip that looks like this. Like all these Cuphead tricks can be done with a grip that's from the actual handle. But when you first start off, it's much easier if you move your hand up the club and grip it more towards the cup. If you see where the handle meets the body on a club, maybe about halfway down, I'm going to make sure that I hold the club above that middle joint where the handle meets the body. And from there I get a very easy split where the club crosses to the other hand and the ball that's in the cup stays on the same side, and I catch it in the same hand that threw the club. So when this club arrives to the other hand, there's a ball there, and I juggle that ball off the multiplex, and I catch the club in the empty hand then. In the throw, before I catch the club, it's just straight up and down. You want it to go a little bit higher than your head to give you enough time to do the rest of the trick. So the start of the trick, we're here, I do the multiplex, and then I throw a ball straight up and down. And we can imagine it's still up there right now. So the last part of the trick is, I'm going to catch that ball. And in order to do that, I'm going to use my first hand, the hand that threw the club itself. That hand has a ball in it, but there's also an empty cup here. So as the hand goes across my body to catch the ball that's up there in the air, I'm just going to put that ball there in the empty cup. And now I have an empty hand, and I can catch that ball that's coming down. And then for this version of the trick, I'm going to put the ball in the cup, and then I'm going to reach under the hand that has the club. So it's a crossed arm trick. So the ball's up there in the air, it's coming down, it's going to come down on the outside of my body, which means that as my hand goes to reach for it, I put the ball in the cup, and I reach under and across to catch the ball there. And then I just bring my hand out, and we're ready to start on the other side. And now you're back to the beginning. So again, you do 2 throws, and then you can say 3 catches in one way, right? So the 2 throws, the first throw is a multiplex, so you're throwing those objects at the same time. And off of that, I juggle the ball up in the air. So I have the first throw and the second throw. And I caught the club in the ball. That's kind of the first catching moment. And the second catching moment is I'm going to catch the ball in the cup by doing a placement. And then I'm going to do the final catch there under my arm. So I have 2 throws in terms of rhythm and 3 catches in terms of rhythm. So I have 1, 2, 3. And the trick finishes by just pulling the arm out and uncrossing back to the beginning. And when you repeat this trick, to make the rhythm go a little bit faster, what you can do is you can start the multiplex throw of the club and the ball as you're pulling the other hand out from under your arm. So I don't have to wait until I'm here to start the trick again. I can already start the trick from here, and I can prepare that throw. So as the club comes down to throw up, I'm pulling the arm out back to the starting position. But you can play around with the timing. You can see when it's best for you to throw the multiplex throw as this arm's coming out. And the other thing to play around with is, of course, once this hand over here is going to place the ball in the cup and then go underneath to catch the ball there. You could also play around with putting the ball in the cup and catching the ball over your arm instead of under, or any other sort of variation.